Hey guys, thanks for watching Nerf Socom Reviews. Today we're going to be reviewing the Nerf Modulus Tri Strike. This gun just came out pretty recently, and it's really cool because they basically added so you can have elite darts, rocket launchers, as you can see here on the top, and the mega gun. So it's all three combined together. You got the rocket on the top here, which you can disconnect. You can take it off, and you can actually turn it into a simple shoulder rocket, which is pretty darn cool. You can just hold it like this, and it's really easy to use. Basically what you do, you just launch that forwards and it shoots the rocket like that. You can also put there's a railing on here so you can put a sight on there if you wanted. There's not like there's not any sort of attachments you can, or sling adapters so you can put any sling on here. But yeah, that's pretty nice. What's cool though is that because you can remove it, you can actually put it on quite a few other guns. Like I'd say, well, there's a few that you can't, like you possibly do on the Strife. Even some guns that have a side railing. I kind of wish that this one did have a side railing so you could put the rocket on it. But yeah, you can do it on quite a few different guns. But like, say for example, the Retaliator, you prime it from the top, so you can't really put it on the Retaliator because you'd have to have a barrel extension in the front to put the rocket on. And this wire here is not going to be long enough to reach on some guns, which is kind of annoying. It also has the mega gun, like I was showing here. It comes with 4 mega darts. By the way, this only comes with one rocket, which is kind of annoying. This comes with 4 mega darts. Basically how you use it, you just pump it backwards and it shoots a dart, which is pretty cool. You can easily remove it and put on any other gun you have, which is really nice, or any other gun that has a front attachment, that is. The gun itself is a bolt action rifle, which is really nice. They haven't had a bolt action gun in a while. It kind of reminds me of like a long shot or long strike or something. I'm just going to remove the attachments here so you can see it alone. But it's kind of cool because it's actually really small, a lot smaller than the other guns. It's kind of like maybe a little bit longer than a Recon, I'd say, or a Retaliator, but it's fairly similar size. It has a 10-round magazine, 10 darts only. It's just kind of annoying. I kind of wish it was a 12-round magazine because I'd prefer to have 2 extra darts. I think they just downgraded the size because maybe it's cheaper for manufacturing. I'm not really sure. Basically how this gun works though, you prime it back and you can put the magazine in there, so 10 darts of course. When you have this primed back though, you get a D-jam door, so if you have a jam, you can easily jam it, push it forward, pull the trigger. It's really easy, really simple, just like long shot or long strike. Plus it has slam fire, so when you pull this back and you push it forward, and you have the trigger already pulled, it automatically fires. So you can get shots off really, really quickly by just going back and forth. Although it is a little bit rickety, I guess you could say. It feels like not very stable compared to like a Rampage or something, because it seems like there's a little bit of a lock somewhere in there, which is a little weird. But you can still slam fire with it, which is nice. So this gun actually doesn't have any sling adapters at all, I mean, except for the front sight here, but I don't think you'd want to use that because this could easily twist off. You drop your gun, which is not a good thing. There's no sling adapters. However, you could stick your sling through the stock. I mean, if you really wanted, you could do that, but then this is going to be open and it might close on you and shoot the rocket, which could get a little weird. For the pros and cons, first the pros. These Modulus guns are supposed to be really customizable, and this one is. However, it doesn't have any side railings like I wish it did. I kind of was thinking it would be nice if this priming handle was farther back, so there could be a small railing on the front or something, because I really like the side railings. It's just kind of cool if you could have one for like a laser, red dot sight or laser sight, I'm basically trying to say. But the pros is that it does have a rocket and a mega gun, and it has slam fire. And it's bolt action. They finally brought a bolt action gun back, which is pretty cool. It's just, overall, it's a pretty cool gun, the combination that they give you. For the cons though, first of all, I'm going to start with the primary gun here. The mag lock, to take out the mag, when you pull this back, you have to pull this mag lock back. But it's so far ahead, even with me, I got pretty big hands compared to some people. I can't even reach the button like some people can, so you really have to hold it maybe like this, pull it with your thumb, which is kind of annoying. You can't really easily one-hand it and just pull the mag out. You have to either push with this thumb or something. It's just a little annoying. I kind of wish I could just easily click it with my finger like you can with all the rest of the Nerf guns that have clip systems. Another couple cons that I have is that this rocket launcher, even though it is pretty cool, it's not very effective. The accuracy and range is going to be about the same as a Demolisher, and it's not that good. So It's not as good as I'd really hope. I kind of wish that they made it a double action kind of a rocket launcher, so you pump it and then you pull a trigger that would let it launch and shoot. That would have been really nice if they did that, but I think they just don't do that because it's cheaper materials for them. They get to sell it. And the same thing goes with this. I kind of wish that I could pull a trigger instead of just pumping it back, so it would always shoot the same and I wouldn't have to worry about pulling it back and forth at the time I would need it. I just need to pull a trigger, which would be a lot easier. So yeah, that's another con. Plus, this pipe here is not as long as I'd hope. If you have, like I was saying, a retaliator, you'd probably want to put it on your front barrel, and you probably couldn't because it's too far ahead. I don't know if I've tried it or not, but I've tried it with a few different guns. You can't really put it on a few of them because the stock will be too far away from a railing. So it works best on this Modulus Tri Strike, but you can find a couple guns that it would work on. It's just going to stretch this out a little bit. But yeah. So now we're going to be going outside and doing a quick shooting test. All right, so we have an 80-foot reel lined up. We're going to be shooting first just the plain Modulus here, just the gun itself. Then after that, I'll try each of these. I even have an extra rocket here, so I can try the rocket individually without having on the gun, just to see if it would make a big difference. So yeah, let's first start off this guy. Got 10 shots. All right, now let's try this guy here. Make sure these are pushed in. Well, that was not too good. All right, so now I'm gonna try the rocket here. Just gonna do a normal shoulder pump, not something too strong, just a little bit. Yeah, that's not too far. And remove it. Some extra power, I'm gonna do both hands. Ooh. Alright, so for the ranges of this gun, first of all, just the primary blaster here, the Elite Darts. Most of them landed from around 40 all the way to 60 feet, which was actually really good. I was pretty surprised about it. Even though it's a lot smaller of a gun, it does pretty well. Accuracy was pretty good, so I would say the effective range is going to be around 30 feet, which is just as good as like a Rampage or Retaliator, so it's practically the same. For the Mega Gun here, we had ranges. First dart landed like all the way at 17 feet. I think I didn't pull it too far, but the last one, it went all the way up to 45-ish feet, which was pretty good. I'd say the effective range of those, just because the accuracy, they can reach some good distances, but because of the accuracy, because they're shaky, I'd say effective range would be around 15 feet, maybe 20, but I'd say about 15 feet, just because you really can't hit people that far away because of the accuracy. You're really shaking around a lot. The rocket, if you've seen my review on the Demolisher or the other rocket launcher they had, these are not that great. You can get some really good distances if you really pump it pretty hard, but I'd say the effective range of those would be only around 10 feet because just the accuracy is really bad. So yeah. So I like this gun, it's pretty darn cool. I really like you have multiple different choices you can choose from. You have some short range weapons and a long range blaster, which is pretty cool. And you can convert this into a simple pistol if you want, just to have this gun alone, which is probably something I would do. I'd probably use this rocket. I don't actually think I would use much. The stock is nice, but rocket, I never really like these so much because they're not very effective for battle. So yeah, thanks for watching Nerf Socom reviews. I'll see you guys next time.